So, I have good news. I just got off the phone. Not phone. I just ended, we just finished a series of long chats and voice messages. Me and Fuad. Fuad is my co founder of Endlexx. And it basically ended with the fact that he doesn't want to work on Endlexx anymore. He has other ideas that he wants to work on. That's the summary. The details of that is as follows. So over the past like 3 weeks or 4 weeks, Fuad has not actively worked on Endlexx. I've been the one doing all the work. And the main reason is this. He thinks that our idea doesn't work anymore. And, you know, that we are ahead of our time. And our idea, he calls it a tapit idea, an idea that people are excited about. But it doesn't really stick like that. So, and we've had long conversations over the past 3 weeks about, so he thinks of something, then he comes to me and discusses, and then we deliberate on it. So we've had this series of long conversations, 3-hour conversations, sometimes arguments about what to do about our next step. So essentially, we had one together with Simeon, our friend, where Simeon was acting as like the arbiter. I talk and then Fuad talks, and then Simeon deliberates and just gives and talks. He just acts like a mediator of the argument. But all that has not been fruitful, and now Fuad doesn't want to work on Endlexx anymore. Now I don't know. I'm making the video for not for anybody, so I can make it as long as I want. But there's a lot to see, honestly. Okay, first of all, let's even take a step back, right? It's Fuad. Endlexx.com is Fuad's initial idea. He was the one that told me about the idea, and I bought it. Not bought it with money. See, I know what I mean. And I know you understand English. So I bought the idea, and then I decided to start working on it. I agreed with him to start working on it. So then we started working on it. We built everything together, and now what I wanted to say was this. Initially, Fuad believed in this idea immensely. I was the one that even was like, it might not work. I was like, not having doubt per se, but I was cautious that, but he was like, have plan A and no turning back. We either make this work or nothing works at all. It's like do or die for him in the beginning. And now it's surprising that I'm the one sticking in the hard times and he's the one quitting. He's essentially that was, quitting isn't necessarily. I'm not necessarily saying it's a bad thing, but it's fact that you quit. So that's just that one, just the roller coaster of that. But I also think because the operation of Endlexx, taking care of deliveries, talking to stores, all the operational things that are required to run Endlexx, I've been the one making them from day one. His own is just to code together, and then we want to go talk to stores physically. We go together, anything around that. But anything after that, like the core or running of it, I've been the one doing it. So if anyone is going to give their perspective on Endlexx and on the potential of Endlexx, it's me, really, right? So I think that's one of the reasons why he wants to leave, because he's not really familiar with the day-to-day activity running of the business. Another thing that I want to talk about is stock. I don't know how we're going to do it because we're working on all of this together, right? But there's financial investment associated with it. For example, we ran a 2D ad on ABH and that cost us 6,000. For ad, it didn't pay a penny. I was the one that paid all the 6,000. Our cost for hosting, this is our 4th month, right? I've been the one that the in fact, okay, the first month, that was April, we paid together everything. It was a joint payment actually. He paid. We spent around 49,000 something on both buying domain and hosting, but he paid 25k. So 25k balanced. The second month, that was May. I was the one that paid the entire hosting money, around 11,000. He didn't pay a penny because he didn't have money. He said. Then June he paid like 3k, and then I was the one that paid the remaining 8k. And July he paid like 2k, around that amount, or 3k or 4k. I don't remember. Point is, he hasn't paid up to half in all the months. And then July, have I said July? But you get the point. He just pays some portion of it, like 30% or 20% or 40%. Then I pay the rest. That's 2. 3 is, we subscribed for adverts on EB Kings and Queens for 2 months. That is supposed to cost us 55,000. And then I told EB Kings and Queens that we'll pay him 40,000 initially and then pay him 15 later. But so 40, right? He paid 7,000 out of that 40, and I paid 33,000. So that's like, if you want to ratio it, let's say 1 to 5, but approximately. Yeah, 1 to 5. 35 is 7 times 5. Okay. So, but then, okay, it was supposed to be 55k. But then AB Kings and Queens did not do the job we asked him to do. It's like, first of all, okay, let me even talk about AB Kings and Queens now, right? Let me get it out there. AB Kings and Queens, I remember the day we had the idea to do this 2-month subscription. Me and Fuad were at Samoro Market here. So we went there, Samoro Market. We talked to some people, and then we were thinking, is this how we're going to continue reaching out to every single store owner in Samoro, even in the world? It's like, because how we did was this: we just enter Samoro Market, any shop we saw that, okay, he has a decent shop, we just enter and pitch Endlexx to him. So that was what we did. But then we were thinking, there are literally thousands, hundreds of thousands of stores in Nigeria, and across the world there are millions. Is this how we're going to be going to? You understand the point? It's not like, but we're just thinking, even in Samoro here, it's not possible for us to just go to each and every single shop and tell them about Endlexx. So we're wanting a better way, a more efficient way of doing that. So then the idea came to my head that we know that AB Kings and Queens has a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs that are together with him, that are coming to him to register for ads. And then he's familiar with a lot of people that have businesses, right? So we thought, okay, what if we paid him to tell the stores about Endlexx? You know what I mean? So we're paying him to tell them about Endlexx. So it's kind of, he has contact with more of them. Not only that, more store owners that will benefit from Endlexx, or that are likely to benefit from Endlexx, because there is a difference between someone that already has an online presence, that does business online, and someone that only does brick and mortar, only has a shop. If you want to pitch Endlexx, the one that already has an online presence is more likely to buy into the idea and actually start using it, right? So we thought, the kind of audience that we need, that will benefit most from Endlexx, and the volume from them, he has access to that. So we thought, okay, we're going to talk to him and tell him that, okay, okay. Then I DM'd him that same moment, and I told him, what would it take for him to tell other stores or other businesses, other entrepreneurs that he knows about Endlexx.com? That was why I asked him. Because I had already we had done 2 days advert before, so I had already explained what Endlexx is to him before doing the advert. So I re-explained it then, and then told him, okay, you think this is a good idea? Yes. Okay. What would it take for you to tell people, to tell stores that you know? So he was not like, he replied me later that night that, okay, we should run 2 months ad with him. If we do that, then it's going to not be like a running act. It's going to be more of a partnership. That was what he said. So it's like we're partnering with him, and that will make us eligible for him to talk to people actively. He even used this word. I have the voice notes. I might share it. Persuade. It's like not recommend, not tell, not inform. Persuade. That was the word he used, and I caught that. Other stores to join Endlexx.com. Okay. I was like, that's amazing. If we can have that, then the 55k is definitely worth it. So at that moment, I didn't have any money. Fuad also didn't. But then some days later, my uncle sent me like 50k. So I was like, 50k, amazing. I didn't have money back then, so I removed some to cater for myself, and then 33,000 because for okay. Then I reached out to him that, oh, I really don't have enough money now. Can I send you 40? Then I'll send you 15 in 2 weeks time. I was expecting money in 2 weeks time. Then he was like, okay, no problem. Then okay. Then I told Fuad, oh Fuad, how much do you have? How much can you contribute? He was like 7,000. Send the 7,000 to my account. He sent 7,000. I removed 33,000. Then sent to a beauty company. Okay, so that's 40. Now, that was the beginning of. I think that's one of the bigger mistakes that we did, spending that money, because he did not keep his end of the deal. Because the thing is, I didn't even want the advert. Let me even explain. Let me give you what happened. He did not tell stores about Endlexx. So let's just get that out of the way. Now, normally that was the additional part of the agreement, the partnership agreement. Normally 55,000 is just to post ads, but then he told us we'll be eligible for that partnership thing. But even the ads, man, he did not post consistently. I understand it was close to satellite period, so he took like 5 days when he didn't post ads for anybody. But even after that, when he started posting ads for other people, it was a nightmare, bro. No ads for us. No talking to other stores for us. What he did was like, in fact, okay, let me explain how the ads went. Normally, ads supposed to be every day. No, he didn't do that. He didn't post our ads consecutively every day. In fact, even for him to post our ads in the beginning, I had to disturb him, call him, text him. He doesn't reply my texts. After I've made the payment, he doesn't reply my text. He doesn't reply my messages at all. Not even a text about him posting our ads and posting about Endlexx. He doesn't reply that at all. Then text of me complaining that why are you not posting our ads? He doesn't also reply them. Only really. So that has been my experience with AB Kings and Queens. And it's been how many months that we've posted these ads? I paid him the money. Mid-June or first week of June or mid-June. That was when. So, if I remember correctly, it's been a while actually. I can't remember clearly, accurately, but that's around the time. So that means we've just essentially wasted that money. Granted, I did not pay him the 15,000. He didn't even ask of it, because when you know you've done a terrible job at something, you don't even ask. Even if you had asked, I would not have paid, because why would I pay? Because you didn't even. The thing is, yeah, I was about to say this before I got cut off. I cut off myself before. I'm not interested about your ads. I'm not. What I'm interested in is for you to use your network and tell stores about Endlexx. That's what I want. That's what I'm paying the 55k for. And if you're not doing that, even if you're posting the ads consistently every day, it would certainly go a long way, but it wouldn't make me even be happy. You understand what I'm trying to say? My goal is for you to use your network and tell people. So that's a big example story. Terrible experience from that guy. I would not recommend using him for any partnership details. Okay. So that's a big example by the side. And now he's running something called the Ray Awards. Here's what I feel about the Ray Awards. It's just a business venture. That's what it is. They just want to make money. That's all. That's what I feel. That's what it is. Obviously, he's providing value. He wants to bring stores together. He wants to. Sorry, I'm used to seeing stores because of Endlexx. He wants to bring business people together. But I mean, though, I can certainly see the value associated with that. But man, he just wants publicity for himself. That's what it is. I'm quickly going to move on. It's not me defaming somebody, but that's just what I feel, Sha, about the whole issue. Okay. I certainly agree that it has to do with also the experience I've had with him, and there's no way I'll be happy with someone that did what he did to me, right? So I understand that the real world has some benefit, but man, he just wants money because of this. Number one, brands have to register. I mean, some people can nominate you, right? But then if they nominate you, you have to register. Actually, I'm supposed to ask. Let me. I'll quickly ask someone how much it takes to register as a nominee for the award. Let me just message someone. Yangi. When ask how much it takes to register, and then the voting part is free, but then there's no transparency in the voting because everybody can vote. Not that multiple times. Even people that are not in any way familiar with anybody, with any brand or with any. The thing is supposed to be in ABU Kaduna, right? So if anything, it's supposed to be limited to ABU or Kaduna. But then now that it's not unlimited, you can literally post it to your family members at home. You can post it to your friends in another country. It's open to anybody. That's not all, but you can also vote multiple times because it's Google Forms, right? So if you have a Gmail account, you can vote. But then if you have multiple Gmail accounts, you can log in with different Gmail accounts and vote. So me now, I have like 10. I mean, don't ask me why I have 10. There was a 10 when... See, I'm not going to get into that story. But I have a lot of Gmail accounts. Not for farming. I don't do crypto. See, okay, let me just give this story. I'm going on another tangent. Let me pause the video. I'm going to continue the video. I don't want it to